If you run a locksmith business and you want to use Google Ads to generate more phone calls, then this video is for you. I walk through how a locksmith campaign can be structured and share a few things I've learned while generating more than 3,500 phone calls through these campaigns. So let's get started. So guys, if you're a locksmith business and you want to run Google Ads to generate phone calls, then in this video we're going to talk about a campaign structure for locksmith businesses. And in this industry, I've generated thousands of phone calls with Google Ads. And this is one of our example accounts. And as you can see, in the last 90 days, they've generated around 900 phone calls. And these are the number of real phone calls. And as you can see from here, when I hover over that, it tells you which kind of phone calls they are. Phone calls are the number of times people clicked on a phone number displayed in an ad on a mobile device or manually dialed the Google forwarding number displayed on any device. Usually, there might be different types of phone calls, but most of them, I would say, are phone calls with certain call length. And sometimes you might also have missed phone calls. So here, the number of phone calls are more than the number of conversions. Why? Because we might have several phone calls from one person, and you need to be counting them as one conversion. And also, you might have missed phone calls, or you might have phone calls less than 15 seconds, 20 seconds, which might be lower quality. And if you don't include those kind of phone calls, the number of conversions can be less than the number of phone calls, which is around 645. And also for locksmith industry, you might get form submissions as well. Let's say 3 to 5% of the time, but most of the time, let's say more than 95% of the time, the main goal is to generate as many phone calls as possible from Google Ads. And the cost per conversion, as you can see, which is calculated by using this conversion number, is around $27.52. And now let me share with you how would I create a campaign if I would be working on a Google Ads account of a locksmith business. A quick reminder, I've generated thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. If you want to copy my exact Google Ads campaign structure to generate phone calls, I'm giving it away for free. You can use it as a blueprint or copy it into your own account. Link is in the description below. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and to create a new campaign, you can go to the campaign section, and under campaigns, you're going to go to the campaign section, and from here, we can create a new campaign. And before creating your campaign, I would suggest you to open a keyword planner so that you can have an idea of how much would it cost to generate per click for your location for specific keywords. And also that would be helpful for us to make our keyword research when creating our campaign. So I'm going to go to tools and the planning. I'm going to go to keyword planner and right click and open that. And while it is opening, we're going to create our campaign. So click on plus create campaign, new campaign. And from here, we need to choose our objective, which is to generate leads. And we're going to choose leads and scroll down, and you can choose any conversion goal from here. We're going to talk about that later. So I'm going to choose phone call leads, but you might not have this option. Right now, it doesn't matter. Whichever option you choose, you can choose from here. You can also choose engagement, or some people might have YouTube options, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to choose phone call leads. We're going to talk about later after we create our campaigns anyways. And click on continue, scroll down. And from here, we need to select the campaign type. And from here, I wouldn't suggest you to add demand gen, video, display, shopping, as they wouldn't be relevant or they might attract low quality traffic. And from here, you can choose either search or performance max. And I would suggest you to select search option. You can add performance max later when you have enough number of reliable conversions, so you can use it with your performance max campaigns. And with search campaigns, if you have really high quality targeted campaigns, you can attract high quality phone calls with search campaign. So we're going to choose search option. And after that, our goal is website visits as well as phone calls. And we're going to scroll down and click on continue. Scroll down, and our campaign name is going to be, you can put any descriptive name you want. And after that, click on continue. And here we need to choose our bidding strategy. We have several options. And from here, you can choose conversions and clicks. With conversions, your goal is to bring as many conversions as possible for your given daily budget. And with clicks, you can focus on getting as many clicks as possible. If you have just created your campaigns, you can start with clicks, or once you've launched your campaigns, you can also add manual CPCB strategy as well. But if you have chosen the clicks option, we need to put a maximum cost per click bid limit. Otherwise, in your industry, let's say the average cost per click would be $8. And if you don't put maximum cost per click bid limit, that could go up to, let's say, $15, $20. So that's why putting maximum cost per click bid limit can also help you to put a limit how much you can pay maximum for each click. So to know maximum cost per click limit in your specific target location, you can go to the keyword planner and see how much would it cost to generate locksmith related keywords with Google Ads. So we're gonna go to keyword planner, and from here you're gonna go discover new keywords, and from here you're gonna enter your target keyword, which is, I'm gonna enter one keyword only, and that should be enough to generate other types of relevant keywords. So with one keyword we can have 814 keyword ideas available, and you can look at the top of page with high range and low ranges. As you can see, they're from around $3.50 up to $17, but this is for United States. We need to choose a specific location here. Let's say, as an example, we're gonna choose New York City and remove the countrywide targeting. And after that, see the results. The numbers should be different, as you can see. So they're from around $4 or $5 up to $23, as you can see. And some of the keywords might be $24. So let's say our cost per click is around $7. By looking at the data, if we're gonna beat $7, we should be eligible for some of the keywords here, and we can be more than top of page with low range here, and we should be eligible to get impressions and clicks with that way. If $7 is not enough and not bringing us enough number of impressions and clicks, we can always increase that from $7 to $8, $9, $10, so that we can get more clicks to our campaigns. But for now, let's say we're gonna put a maximum cost per click of $7 for our campaign, and after that, scroll down and click on next. And from here, we need to remove other network types, which is Google Search Partners and Google Display Network, which may not be as high quality as Google's own search traffic. And after that, scroll down and choose a specific location to target and click on Advanced Search. And from here, we're gonna choose the location. And again, our target location is New York City. And click on Save and scroll down and Location Options, Presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. And the first option was by default, including people who have shown interest as well, which is not what we want. We want people in or regularly in our included locations. After that, scroll down, and languages, you can add English. And also in the United States, there might be people who speak in other languages, such as Spanish. You can also add them. Otherwise, you can keep only English. And after that, scroll down, and we don't have political ads. So we're going to say, no, this campaign doesn't have European Union political ads. Audience segments, we're not going to be using that because we will include our target keywords, and that should be enough to attract relevant traffic to our website. Otherwise, audience segments might limit the traffic we can get. And after that, click on more settings, ad rotation, optimize preferred best performing ads, start and end dates, we're not going to be putting any end dates, and ad schedule, we're going to put our ad schedule all days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And you can put other specific days of the week or other specific times of the days. But for me, all days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is fine. And after that, click on more settings. Ad rotation, we've seen. Start and end dates, we've seen. Campaign URL options, we're not going to be using that. Page feeds, we're not going to be using that. After that, click on next. And here it says AI Max. I've used AI Max, and so far I don't like it. It uses Google AI with your campaigns, so we don't use that. And after that, click on next. And again, keyword and asset generation, again, it's going to use Google AI, and we don't use that. And after that, click on skip. And here we need to add our target keyword. So for that, we need to use keyword planner and choose our target keywords. So we're going to go to keyword planner, and I will quickly choose my target keywords. So guys, I've chosen keywords, and we're going to click on copy, and we're going to go to the campaign creation, and here we're going to paste the keywords. Locksmith near me, mobile locksmith near me, local locksmith near me, open now, locksmith in my area, locksmith near my location, locksmith close to me, locksmith around me, locksmith services near me. These are mostly generic keywords, and as you can see, they're not talking about a specific service area, such as it's not talking about car locksmith or residential locksmith or commercial locksmith, or it's not car key programming or 24/7 emergency locksmith. They're just generic locksmith related keywords. And I'm doing it for this specific ad group, and you need to create multiple ad groups for specific service types, such as, let's say, for emergency types, you can create another ad group for, let's say, car key programming, or for car key replacement, you can create another ad group, or for car lockout services, you can create another ad group, which makes it very, very targeted. So for now, these keywords are generic keywords, and they are also highly relevant, and they can attract high quality traffic as well. So as you can see, if you're gonna include the keywords without any brackets or quotes, they're gonna be considered as broad match. With quotes, they're going to be considered as phrase match, and with brackets, they're going to be considered as exact match. Without quotes and without brackets, the keywords can be broader and they can attract also other brand terms, some irrelevant terms, but the cost can be a little bit cheaper. And with quotes, it can be a little bit tighter than broad match. And with exact match, it can be even more tighter and the quality can be higher. But the traffic might be limited and also the cost per click can be also higher as well. So once you have some data and consistent number of conversions, later you can consider about adding some number of broad match keywords. But for now, we're going to start with phrase match and exact match keywords, and I'm going to copy all of them and turn them into phrase match and exact match combinations. So for that, I'm using this tool, and we're going to paste the keywords here. We're going to make them phrase match and exact match and make the keyword list and scroll down and copy the result and go back and paste the keywords here. As you can see, they're in quotes and brackets, and we've turned them into phrase and exact match keywords. So after that, we're going to scroll down and we need to add final URL. We need to add phone call button, and we need to work on our headlines and descriptions. So once I've added my 15 headlines and 4 descriptions, I'm going to show you which kind of headlines and descriptions I've added. So guys, I've added URL section and I've added the call extension, and you may see this option in the asset type section as well, but for some accounts you might have this option of adding your phone calls above your headlines as well. So once you've added them, you can add your headlines as well. So your headlines can have your target keywords: locksmith in NYC, local locksmith near you, locksmith in your area, call now for fast service. These are for call to actions, and you may add more call to actions if you want. And after that, you can add your unique selling points like 5+ years of experience, 5-star reviews. And once you've added your headlines, you can add your descriptions with that way as well. And with headlines, I mostly like to pin my headlines because with different screen sizes, Google Ads may not always show all of your ads. Because I mostly target mobile devices, pinning them can help me show certain types of headlines at the front. So I need to make sure that my target keywords should be at the front. That's why I usually pin them as the first. So that's how you can pin your headlines. And with call to actions, you can pin them as second after your target keywords. And with that way, you can make sure that your call to actions can be visible after your target keywords. That's how I usually structure my campaigns. But if you don't pin them, Google Ads can mix and match your headlines and can show your ads with higher CTR as well. So after we've added our headlines and descriptions, you can add your images, and this images option may not be available for all accounts. Maybe you have a new Google Ads account and you may not have this option. But if you have this option, you can quickly add your own images, and we're going to click on plus add images. And we've added the images, and here you can add business name and logos, and that's not a requirement. And after that, you can add your site links. So click on plus site links, and it might suggest you some options, and we're going to create our own site links. So guys, we've added 4 site links, and as you can see, that's how the site links can look like. They can send the visitors to different pages of your website. So about section, services, contacts, reviews section. And I would suggest you to add at least 6 site links, because if Google can show more of your asset types, your ad can look bigger and your ads can get more space than your competitors, and you can increase your click-through rate. So your site links can have text and final URLs, and you can also add your descriptions if you want. And after that, click on create, and our site links have been added. And after that, click on save. So we're going to scroll down and add callouts. So click on plus callouts, and I've already created some callouts here, and I'm going to choose them. But if you want, you can create callouts by going here and add plus new callouts, and I'm going to choose 6 callouts from here. So I've added 6 callouts. So callouts can talk about the types of services you offer, or if you have unique selling points, you can include them in your callouts. Or if you want to add something that might be interesting for users, you can add them in your callout section as well. And once you've added your callouts, click on apply, and we're going to scroll down, and we can add more asset types. So you can add promotions if you have, you can add prices, and you can add structured snippets. And we're going to add structured snippets. So we're going to click on create, and we're going to add our structured snippets. So we're going to choose types, and we can include our service types. So here I've added automotive, residential, commercial, emergency services. And if you only want to make it focused for, let's say, car related services, you can add them as well, like car key programming, car key replacement, car lockout services, and you can add different types of structured snippets if you want. And after that, click on create. And after that, we'll save that. And as you can see, we have added our structured snippet, and we're going to scroll down, and we're not going to be adding lead forms, and we don't have apps, and we're going to scroll down and click on next. And after that, we need to set our daily budget. But also it is showing an error sign here. So we're going to click on that about the keywords. Here for keywords, it shows fix or request an exemption. If you go to the keyword section, and we just need to click on request an exception, and that's it. After that, scroll down and click on next. And here we're going to set our custom daily budget, and our cost per click, if you remember, it was around $7. And here it is estimating it to be around $7 as well. And let's say if you get at least 10 to 15 clicks per day, that should bring you some number of phone calls per day. But of course, if you can get more clicks, like 20 clicks, 30 clicks, 40 clicks per day, that would be even better. But initially, let's say for your campaigns, you can start with 10 to 15 clicks. And let's say for 15 clicks, that would be around 15 times $7 cost per click. That would be around $105. And that's our daily budget. And after that, we're going to scroll down and click on next. So after that, you can go through your campaign details and click on publish campaign. So here, this is our campaign, and we're going to go to the campaign section. And as you can see, this is our campaign. It is enabled, and we're going to pause that for now, because if you remember, we haven't set up our conversion tracking yet, and you need to set up your conversion tracking. So you can go to the goals section and the conversions. You can go to summary, and here you can add your form submission conversion action. You can get calls directly from ads, and you can also get phone call related conversions from your website. So you need to set up your conversion tracking, otherwise you don't know which areas of your campaigns are performing better or worse, and you need to allocate your budget accordingly. For certain areas which are performing good, you can spend more budget, but for certain areas which are unprofitable or spending more of your budget but not bringing enough number of phone calls, you can pause those areas or reduce your budget. But to see those data, you need to set up your conversion tracking. And once you've set up your conversion tracking, you can go to the campaign section again and go to that campaign. And as you can see, the campaign is paused. And if you go inside the campaign, we've created only one ad group. And that ad group was generic ad group. And here, as I told earlier, you can add more ad group types. So you can just copy this ad group if you are just using Google Ads dashboard and paste that again, so that you can duplicate this ad group and change its parts. So you can create ad groups for emergency locksmith services, like emergency locksmith, 24/7 locksmith, and you can create other types of ad groups for specific categories of locksmith services. So for, let's say, for car locksmiths, for residential, commercial, lockout, and depending on the types of services or the number of locations you are targeting, the number of ad groups can be, let's say, 10 plus ad groups, if not 15 plus, 20 plus, 30 plus ad groups. And you can change their target keywords, and you can also work on their ad copies so that you can make them more targeted. And also, one suggestion would be also work on their landing pages as well. Let's say you have generic locksmith services landing page, which says we offer 24/7 locksmith services. But if some people are searching for car lockout services and your landing page says generic locksmith services, they may find it less relevant to what they're looking for. But if they're looking for car lockout services and your landing page headline also says we offer car lockout services, and with that way, they can find more relevancy and your conversion rate can go higher as well. So these are some of the ways to make your campaigns more targeted. And once you've created your campaign with that targeted way, this is how you can create your campaign under one shared budget. And also similarly, you can create multiple campaigns to allocate different budgets for different types of services. Let's say for commercial locksmith services, you can create a separate campaign and you can give, let's say, $10, $20 budget for that. And for car locksmith services, you can create a separate campaign and you can spend $70 for that. And you can have their different ad groups as well for each campaign. And that's how you can make your optimizations with Google Ads for locksmith service. And depending on the data you get, you can add more target keywords, add more ad groups, or create more campaigns and block certain irrelevant terms and work on your ad copies and work on your landing pages. And that's how you can optimize your campaigns so that you can start getting more high quality phone calls from Google Ads. So guys, these are some of the ways of creating your Google Ads campaigns for your Locksmith business. And again, if you guys want to copy the type of my Google Ads campaign structure, you can click the link in the description below. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls for your Locksmith business, you can also apply to work with me and we can see whether we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.